Hello, everyone. My name is Doreen Awuku-Agyeman, and I'm the Director for Segment and Multicultural Marketing Strategy for CACS Communications. I am excited to be part of the Women Leaders in Action virtual conference, and I will be speaking to you about building your personal brand. Building your personal brand is about making a conscious decision to stay authentically you. Cast your mind back. Think about the companies and the brands you patronize. What makes you buy from them and why? For many people, they buy or do business with companies they trust or with brand names they love. For others, they simply do business with the companies and brands because something about that company appeals to them. Your personal brand is exactly that special something about you that I am going to help you harness and bloom so that when people think about you, they think about that special something that makes you so unique. It's your personal brand. The best way to build a personal brand is to take stock of your personal values and other attributes that makes you stand out from the crowd. To help you identify these, sit back and think and list attributes that really describes who you are. And this has to be single words. So for instance, you could say you are reliable, friendly, or a go-getter. Once you have listed the words that describes you, ask your close friends and family members to do so. Have them list 2 or 3 words that describes who you are. Then ask your spouse, child, or children to do the same without sharing with them what your friends and other family members wrote about you. If what you wrote is remotely different from that of your spouse, your kids, your friends, and families, then you know you have work to do. But if what you wrote is the same or close to what they wrote about you, then you are in business. You, my dear friend, are on your way to developing your personal brand. Once you've identified who you are or have an idea of who you think you might be, then it's time for you to invest in that personal brand you are building. To invest in your personal brand, you must bear certain things in mind. Things like, what is your platform? Where do you want to showcase your brand? Just as these companies do, the brands that you patronize are showcasing the things, products, and services they sell on platforms. It could be on TV, it could be on social media. So the same thing for you, where do you want to showcase your brand? How do you get people to know about you? Is it just by getting to know you? Is it through somebody else, by somebody saying, wow, do you know this person? Have you seen this person? This is who they are. Now, what makes you unique or special that people should care about your brand? So then you have to cast your mind back to those words you wrote. What are your strengths? How do you add value to others? And why should people care about you? When people are with you, do they feel really special to be associated with you, or are you draining the energy out of them? It's all part of your brand. You have to own your space. And of course, You have to know your stuff. And by knowing your stuff, you also have to be authentic. Share your knowledge. Practice abundance. The person you help may be the one who saves you someday. Know your values and your priorities, especially your priorities, because if you don't, other people will make them for you. What is your North Star? Every interaction as you build your brand is going to impact the brand. So above all, be yourself. Because you know what? Everybody else is taken. After you know your brand, you have to work to evolve into your individuality and uniqueness. It is now time, after you've taken stock, listed those strengths, and know who you are. It's time for you to step out, build, and give. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. It certainly will take time to evolve your brand, but that's okay. It's okay as long as you remain authentic. People will know if you're not. Be ethical. Don't step on others to get what you want. Remember where you came from. And don't let that define or limit your potential. Stand out and stand tall. Improve upon your skills and education. If you are a professional or a career woman or man, have your resume and CV up to date and be ready for opportunities. Be ready to showcase your brand through your resume. It's a crucial advertisement of yourself, your skills, abilities, and achievements. Showcase them. You've earned it. Be confident and demand the ball. Wear your crown and exude that confidence. Above all, keep your eye on the prize. And the prize here is your uniqueness. You want to be able to stand out from that crowd. Stand out in your brand awareness campaign. This is a campaign about yourself, especially in your resume as a career or professional. Say what and who you are. Say who you help. Say how you make their life and work better. Give proof that you are credible. Why should somebody care about you? And I keep asking that. Why should somebody care about you and your brand? What are the top 5 benefits of hiring you, of getting to know you, or getting to know your brand? If it's your expertise, say it in that resume. It's your brand. If it's your experience, indicate that. If it's your accomplishments, my goodness, highlight them. You did them. Let the world know that you did them. So highlight them. If it's your skills, go ahead and flaunt them. If it's your authenticity and uniqueness, my goodness, let the world know. As you build your personal brand, my final thought for you is this. Remember who you are and where you are coming from. Family roots is important when building your brand. Just as those companies, many companies refer to their mother company or will tell you they've been in existence for hundreds of years. That is why family root is so important when building your brand. Like the branches on the tree, family grow in different directions, yet the roots remain as one. And when you build that brand and have enough, even when you don't have enough, learn to give back. Because it is through giving back and helping others that you are able to improve upon what you already have. So I will say it again. Learn to give back. Personally, I have learned to give not because I have a lot or because I have too much to give, but because I have known the feeling of not having any. But finally, build your personal brand and always, always, always find time for things that make you happy. It doesn't mean you are building your brand, so you have to let everything else go. Find time to do the things that make you happy. After all, you are building your personal brand. I hope you build that brand because I'll be looking out for you.
Thank you so much. That was really insightful and inspiring. And Doreen is here with us. Hello, welcome to the program.
Hello, Ifwa. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Now, just a very quick question for you. What classes or resources do you suggest one can take for personal branding?
I think it's not so much about classes, right? Because especially those of us coming from, Africa, you grow up with so many people around you. But the most important thing is about really making sure that you are dealing or connecting with like-minded people. So that if you are with people where if you are the only smartest or the smartest people among a group of people, then you know it's time to move. But by all means, you need people who are going to challenge you and also empower you to think beyond the now. So learning from people who, it could be your parents, it could be somebody you aspire to be or somebody you admire, finding out what is it about that person or those people that you admire so much is important. Classes really are not important, but reading is important because nobody really teaches you about how to build your brand. But really, as you learn to define and understand who you are and identifying those skills that really sets you apart from everybody else, honing in and making sure that you are with like-minded people are what's going to do the trick for you.